Okay, so at some point there's a break, right, where the value is beyond the cost. And if you can facilitate that, then you can make things happen. So this is where in any sales transaction or in your business, you've got to get to a relationship with your audience or your customer where they see the value in such excess of what their investment is, what their cost is, or what their commitment is, that they can't help but move forward. They can't help it. It's just, I got to do this. I have to do this. But it's contingent on your ability to understand what's valuable, right? That's where the discovery comes in. We miss that. You can't close somebody, even if you've got a great idea and it sounds good, if they don't in their heart of hearts think that that's valuable. I see that I need that. So value is the medium of exchange. And here's another thought that's kind of outside of a sales context. If you want to make your career greater, if you want to build your business, what are some of the options we've got? You can maybe get a cheaper supplier. You can maybe downsize. You can try and do things a little bit cheaper. We have all these ways that we think monetarily, like financially. How do I get a little bit more profit out of my business? Do I need to let somebody go? Do I need to get somebody cheaper? And we always kind of contract when we want to become better. Has anyone ever noticed that inclination we have to contract? You know what the market looks like? Who's in real estate here? Okay, so the market looks like it's starting to slow down, so I need to scale back, right? Or my business, I think I may go through an economic downturn, so I need to pull back. And we contract. And the opposite is true, because when we contract, we create less value. If you find someone that's cheaper, they're probably not going to be as good. Why would you do that? We need to expand. How we grow is we fill our space. So if this is my space right here, if I want to get to the next level, I've got to fill this space first. I've got to create so much value that it's busting at the seams, that I don't fit in here anymore, in this little space. And then it grows, and I become more valuable. So you start to see value, and so people approach you and they say, wow, you're standing out. I see you from a mile away, and I see the value that you're creating, and I'm compelled to follow that. So if you want to grow, if you want to become more successful, think about the medium of exchange, and that's value. Think about the value that you're creating for your audience, your market. And how can you create more value? Try that for 3 months before you feel like you need to start contracting and see what happens. If you are clear on what's valuable to your customers, I guarantee you do not need to contract. You need to expand. And you need to just leverage that value even greater. So for me, let's go back to purpose. This is why purpose is everything to me. Because if I know my purpose, then I can start to get a good idea of where I'm valuable. And then I just expand, I go. And as I expand, I realize that these forces of nature are supporting that. There's more happening. People are resonating with the message, and they want more of that, and you continue to expand. And you realize that whole 80-20 rule that we talk about, 80% of the people are just contracting. They're just holding back. They're scared because they don't know why they're valuable, or they don't know who is looking for that value, and then they contract. And the other 20%, they reap all the benefit. All the benefit. Be the 20%. Be the 10%. It's probably more like a 10-90, in my opinion. It's all about value creation. I want you to think about what you do in terms of value. Next time you think that you need more, create value.